Hey, crypto family. So it looks like we've had some upside movement in Bitcoin and a couple altcoins, but I'm gonna go over some analysis in a minute as why I think there could be some more downside to come. So first, let's look at Bitcoin up 1.77%, $6,415. It's good to see it's bounced a little bit from that $6,300 level. Ethereum has had a nice little bounce up 5% to $189. Hopefully that keeps increasing, but Ethereum hasn't been doing too good recently. There's a lot of bad news about it, and again, it just can't catch a break. So that is probably going to turn to the downside very soon. Then you have Ripple up 5% and a couple other coins up about the same. So again, I mentioned that Bitcoin could have some more downside. Looking at the chart right here, we're on a 4-hour chart, and you can see Bitcoin right now is at 63.85. Now it had a little rally here, and then just when it got to that 50-day moving average, that's when it hit resistance at about 64.37 and then retraced a little bit. Now, with that, you can see the RSI is starting to get, towards that overbought territory. So it still has some room to go, but, just keep that in mind. So one of the things I was talking about the other day was on the TD sequential chart, you can see here that, we're getting a red 8, and I mentioned that a reversal was imminent. And you can see that happened here. It bounced after that candle 8. Usually after the 8th or 9th red candle, that's when a reversal happens. And you can see here, we had 3 green candles, and right now it's just hovering around 63.86. But one thing I don't like is if you look at the hour chart, you can see here that we have a green 9, which means, reversal to the downside is imminent and could happen. But just remember, if you go on smaller time frames, this isn't as relevant. So, TD sequential is more for 4-hour daily charts, not as much, the 1-hour charts, 2-hour, 45-minute. It doesn't have as much value, you could say. But, look at the RSI here, and it is way overbought. So, anytime that we've had a green 9 on the hourly chart, right here, you can see reversal happen to the downside. And then if we scroll back a couple months, you can see, it had a green 9 here, and it slowly went back to the downside. So it very well could keep going from here, but I just don't like how the RSI is so overbought. So again, percentage-wise, there's a higher percentage that we are going to continue to the downside from here. But, and a big but, if we get above this 50-day moving average at about 64.37, we could possibly look to test this 200-day moving average at 6,600. So that would be our next resistance point. And again, with this bearish momentum going on, it's a risky to buy Bitcoin or to buy altcoins right now. I would recommend, not putting in all of your portfolio, maybe 10, 20%, just fill out the market, because again, we are still, having a bearish trend going on. So again, keep that in mind. Always set your stops and take profit accordingly. But of course, none of this is financial advice. Now, first news article I want to go over is Asia is actually getting its first ever crypto Visa card. So I thought this was pretty cool. The Asian markets, some of them aren't as crypto friendly as others, but basically what it says here is Crypto.com, which is a Hong Kong based company formerly known as Monaco, who, they were popular for trying to get their credit card partnered with Visa, is the lucky company that has applied for a license to prepare 100,000 crypto Visa cards. The cards are set to launch within the next 2 months, and Singapore will be the starting point, followed by the rest of the Asian continent. Now, it basically talks about people are able to, it makes it easy to convert crypto to fiat with these cards. People can actually get crypto-backed loans up to 60% of the value of their digital assets, which is a little risky. You have to make sure that, if the market turns to the downside, that you have some capital to make this up, or else, all your assets will get liquidated. So again, this is, something that could be risky for people who have these credit cards. But again, it's good that Visa is actually allowing this. And it says the crypto Visa card will accommodate the leading cryptocurrencies that include Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, which is Binance, MCO, Monaco, and LTC. So there will be 7 fiat currencies involved, with the US, Hong Kong dollar, and Singapore dollar taking the lead. So again, this is really good. It just keeps spreading cryptocurrencies to the mainstream and kind of gets it integrated with that business model, and helps people to invest more in cryptocurrencies and kind of just, get everyone involved. So I thought this was really good, and it's just another way of spreading cryptos to the mainstream. Now, another article I want to cover is by Coin News, and it says Bitcoin price should stabilize near 5,000, Alliance chief economist. Now, this guy here, his name is Mohammed El Arian, and basically this guy's works for a lot of people. I think he's worked for Obama. He provides content for Yahoo Finance, I believe, Business Insider, and one other, and I think Forbes and CNN. But, he's really popular. I don't agree with everything he says, but here he basically says that cryptocurrencies are not dead, though they may be overvalued. He specifically mentioned Bitcoin as an asset whose buy value should be circa 5,000, a sentiment he had already shared in June. Now, you remember June is when Bitcoin went to a low of 57.43. So he believes Bitcoin can still go lower. And he added that unnecessary speculation had led to the previous bullish action, causing an unwarranted buying frenzy. And basically he says there's just a lot of, speculation going on. Basically FOMO, people were getting in, not really knowing what they were getting into, caused Bitcoin to rise to 20,000, and now it needs to have a healthy retracement and, have slow growth instead, which I do agree that I believe Bitcoin is going lower, 5,500 to 5,000 level, and we haven't seen the bottom yet. And now, again, there's some other people that think Bitcoin's going to 2,500, 4,500, all kinds of predictions. Truth of the matter is no one knows. Everyone has their own opinion, and no one knows in this market what's going to happen. So again, Bitcoin could break this 50-day moving average and spike to the upside. No one knows. But again, it's all about risk management and making sure that you set your stops. You really have your entry and exit points set, and you're not just buying, hoping it goes up, or shorting, hoping it goes down. You actually have a plan in place based on support, resistance lines, and moving averages, RSIs, whatever indicators you use. As long as you have a plan and stay disciplined, that's how you trade in this market. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, thanks for watching.